The Nintendo DS. What an iconic system. I loved my DS during my early teen years, and it really formed a lot of my gaming memories. Whether it be The World Ends With You, which is still one of my favorite games of all time, Puzzle Quest, which basically birthed my love for the Match 3 genre, or Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, which is a super forgotten hidden gem in my opinion, and that game is only available on DS and mobile. Now, since it's available on mobile, you know I had to cover it and share it with you guys. Let's get right into it. Now, the first thing I love about Ghost Trick Phantom Detective is its premise. It's super interesting. So you wake up as a spirit or a ghost of someone who just got killed or murdered and died. And it's your job to figure out what happened to you and who you were in your past life. That's the whole goal, and that kind of sets up the domino effect of the storyline, the characters you run into, and why you're doing the things that you're doing. Now, a majority of what you will be doing is going into inanimate objects. Now, whenever you do, you're able to manipulate them in a variety of ways. For instance, if you go into a bike, you're able to make the pedals turn and stuff like that. So you're going to be able to manipulate the environment in really unique ways in order to get goals done or get rid of enemies or just help characters out in the game. This inherently gives it a point-and-click adventure style kind of feel to the game overall, but it's super well done. Which brings me to another thing I love about Ghost Trick Phantom Detective is its art style and sound design. They are absolutely top-notch. It blows my mind that this was originally created for a DS game. The animations of characters are so fluid and lifelike. It really adds a ton of personality to the characters in this game and gives it a life all of its own, and it really holds up over time. And I feel like the graphics don't feel outdated at all because of that, especially on mobile. Another thing I love about Ghost Trick Phantom Detective is the pacing of its storyline as well as its difficulty curve. Everything is smooth from start to finish, and the game clocks in around 12 hours, which I think is the perfect length for this type of game, and I loved every single moment of it, and it's just as good as the day I played it on my DS. My only gripe with the game isn't necessarily a gripe about the game. It's about its port to mobile. Now, it hasn't been updated to completely fit modern screens, such as my iPhone XR. Now, there's these weird banner things on the ends, and so it doesn't fill up the entire screen, which is a minor gripe, but it does affect gameplay to some degree because it doesn't look as good as it could. Now, just to nutshell everything for you guys, Ghost Trick Phantom Detective is a fantastic looking and sounding game. It was definitely ahead of its time on the Nintendo DS, and everything holds up true today on mobile. Now, when it comes to its gameplay, it's very clever. I love all of the environmental puzzles. It's really fun learning how you can manipulate certain objects in the environment to fulfill goals and get past levels. Every second of it is super satisfying to learn. Now, on top of that, the storyline really keeps you hooked in and keeps you wondering what's going on, and you really fall in love with certain characters in this game, which is always a rarity in gaming nowadays. Now, on top of all of that, it is portable and it's on mobile, and it's one of the only ways you can experience this game. All 12 hours of it is an absolute treat. I highly suggest those of you who like point and click adventure style games or puzzle games, or you're just looking for a hidden gem or a forgotten game of the past, definitely pull the trigger on this game. Unless you don't really like games that aren't updated to fit modern screens. I know that could probably make or break the game for certain people, but I'm telling you, this game is good enough that it doesn't need to be fit to modern screens to enjoy it. I love this game. It's one of my favorite games, especially in this genre. Definitely check it out. All right, guys, that was my first impression / review / love letter of Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. I love this game, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like and pop a sub if it helped you out, or if you did, and I really appreciate you guys watching to the end of the video. Check out my stream link in the description down below. I am streaming mobile games this week and I'm excited. It's been a long time in the works and I'm really excited to see you guys in the chat. So I love you guys. I hope you guys are staying safe and take it easy.